What's poppin', people? Welcome on back. Today we're talking about the Pokemon TCG Pocket, specifically another deck that you can run to auto the Cresselia event. Alright, this one's a little bit different than the last one. The last one was building up energies and going in for big swing and damage. This one is counteracting the heals with a little bit of poison, followed up with one big hit from the muck. So we have 2 Grimers, 2 Coughings, 2 Mucks, 2 Wheezings, 2 Potions, 2 X-Speed, 2 Pokeballs, 1 Red Card, 2 Professor's Research, 2 Kogas, and 1 Giovanni. Now, I run this specific Coughing because it allows you to search. And by search, I mean you can pull it from your deck and not have to use your search for like the Professor's Research, the Pokeballs, that kind of stuff. This way, if you get a Coughing, you basically get 2 for 1, and that's really all you can hope for. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop in some games. All right, let's go into Expert, turn on Auto, and get to talking. So the reason I decided to make another video is, one, I think it's a good idea to have multiple ideas, different decks that people can run, but specifically because I think the deck list that worked prior in the other video, it is better. In my opinion, it is the better deck. It works more effectively and more consistently, but not everybody is going to have access to all of the new cards. People aren't going to have 2 copies of Dialga, so I thought it'd be better to go over a different deck that works just as well. Well, hopefully, we'll see from this footage, I guess. I don't really know for sure, but in the testing that I didn't run as many games as I did with the Steel type deck, but I did run 6 games. It won every time but 1. So it took 7 games total, so it won 6 out of 7, which is, a pretty good ratio. We'll see if it ends up working in our favor in this time, but, the way that this one works is kind of in a similar fashion. You build up energies, you go in for big swings. The difference with this one is that there's no EXs involved. They're all base holo rares or just commons that you can get out of packs. There's nothing special behind any of it. And it's really just focusing along a deck that's been around for a while. I haven't made a video on it actually, and I feel like I had a couple people comment requesting that I made a video on it in the past. So if you're checking out this video, I guess this is the deck list for the same thing that you guys wanted before, but it's essentially just the Koga deck. It's just Grimer, Muck, Coughing, Wheezing, and Koga. And with that, they just circulate, they move around, and they poison your opponents and deal a bunch of damage. Now, I don't know if that was necessarily the right play, but I guess we'll see what happens here. Maybe they decide to go for Koga on this turn. They don't, okay. I mean, actually, you know what? They're poisoned. They don't have enough energy to do 2 points of, or to do damage to us yet. I doubt they'll retreat. Oh, they will retreat. Okay. I mean, either way, we'll be fine, but... Okay, so we're going to get a kill on this turn, and then they're not going to have Gardevoir for the rest of the game. Or they're going to teleport. There's a lot of switching going on. I don't know how I feel about it. We're going to get a hefty amount of damage off on this Mismagius, though, which is really, really good. All right, second Muck comes out. I guess all we have to do is just evolve the other one. We've got 2 Mucks on board. Please put this energy on the Muck. Okay, we did. Giovanni going in for that extra damage. It's going to do 100 now. And then that's, pretty much going to set us up. Now, the reason I like this deck is because it is a little bit more simple. It's a lot harder for the opponent to win too, because you don't have any EXs. That is another thing that is really good about this deck. I feel like one of the detriments to running all the other decks that are like higher power is you also lose quicker if it fumbles. This one, they have to knock out 3 Pokemon. And half the time, if it gets low enough, Koga just brings it back and replays it so it doesn't actually die. And I have noticed that the AI does do a good job at using Koga. I know that in the last video I talked about how it didn't use Cyrus and it didn't use Sabrina. It actually does a good job using Koga to preserve your own Pokemon. I don't know if the AI just doesn't like switching out your opponents, but when it comes to your own Pokemon, it does a really good job, which I really like. The thing that I also like about this deck is that Wheezing can almost hold down on its own. It doesn't necessarily need Muck. With the type advantage that you have over Psychic, you have 1 energy, you're doing 50 damage each turn plus 10 points of poison. So they'll be taking 70 points of damage by the time it gets back to your turn, which means in 2 turns, it'll be enough to kill a Cresselia, I think, right? Does Cresselia have 140? It does have 140. What does Mismagius have? 140 as well. So without the tools, within 2 turns, it could essentially do enough damage to kill the EXs. It can basically play it on its own. So we're just going to go ahead and hop into the next game here real quick. So that was the first one. Nice big success right off rip. Let's see if we can continue the way that we did in the last one. I don't know if we'll do 5 games, but, maybe we will. If the games go by quickly, maybe we'll rock out 5 of them. Who knows? I mean, we're just here for a ride, right? But I do like the way that this deck stands its own. Like I said, I think the other deck, it works better, but it also is reliant on all of the pieces working together. This one, it kind of just works with any piece that you have. You don't need to have both of them, but it works with either one individually as well, which I really, really like about it. Now, obviously, if they get an advantage at the beginning, is a detriment, but 90% of the time, we're going to use Professor Oak this turn. I would hope that they pop the Pokeball first. They don't. Normally when I play, okay, we got a Weezing anyway. I was going to say, we're just going to draw a Weezing and on the next turn be able to kill this Mischievous unless it evolves. But I mean, even then it'll be 2 turns. But like I said, anyways, I don't know if you guys do this, but the way I like to play it is I like to do the Pokeball first to pull the card out of the deck and then Professor's Research, so that there's less of a chance that we waste pulling a basic that we could have had with the Pokeball. That way we can either get an evolution or an item or a supporter or whatever. Okay, cool. So only 1 energy. We're still in a good position here. We're hopefully just going to evolve, go for the poison, go for the tackle, deal a nice 60, 70 points of damage. And then by the time it's our turn, we should be able to just knock them out at the end of their own turn unless they retreat, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about this deck, guys? What do you guys think about this event? Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have other decks that you've been running. I know in the last video, somebody left a comment saying that the Celebi deck was working wonders for them. Yes, the Celebi deck is amazing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll make a video on it. I actually have an idea for a video that I want to go up on Monday next week. If I can get it recorded in time and edited in time, it'll be up. Let's see what the game does. It's either going to Koga or not think that this Weezing is worth it because we do have another Coughing on bench. What's it going to do? What is it going to do? I don't understand I don't understand the thought process behind wasting both potions then recalling Weezing. I don't get that, but you know what? You do you. That's fine. That is a-okay. We're still in a pretty good position here. They are going to retreat, which is... Are they just going to double back to get rid of the poison? No, they're going to stay in. That's fine with me. We're not going to get confused, which honestly, I know that it's part of the packs, but so is the Cresselia, so I'm surprised that they don't use it, but I'm really glad they don't use the promo pack Mischievous, because the promo pack Mischievous confuses your Pokemon. That would make this really annoying if we have to deal with that confusing and Miss Mackey is confusing. So I'm happy that that's not part of the deck. The cool thing about this is that it looks like if they don't evolve the Cresselia here, we're just going to be able to... Okay, they're going to double out. They use Leaf in the most interesting ways. I don't understand. The logic behind... Okay, they leafed into Cresselia. Or sorry, they leafed Cresselia into a Ralts and then teleported into a Cresselia. I suppose it makes sense because they don't want to risk Miss Magius dying, but at the same time, they just passed their entire turn, lost a Cresselia, and lost the game. So I don't really understand the coding behind the AI in that situation, but you know what? That just shows you guys that I guess the deck like tricks them into doing things that's advantageous for you. That's 2 for 2. Let's see if we can't go for number 3. What do you guys think? This deck or the other deck? If you guys were able to use the other one and you decided to test this one out too, which one do you like better? I think in my personal preference, the Dialga one is more of my playstyle. I do like this deck, don't get me wrong. I do really enjoy the way that Koga plays in terms of like this deck. I know there was someone else who left a comment that said that they use the Weezing Scolicipod or I don't know why my brain is forgetting the name of that Pokemon. Scolipede, not Scolicipod. I just mixed 2 Pokemon together. Scolipede. I swear, I've been playing Pokemon for 25 years. I promise. That deck, I feel like it just takes too long to set up. I mean, yes, it's better. It's better, but at the same time, it's slower. Like, you get Muck down so much faster than you do the Scolipede. Is that the Pokemon? Why am I blanking so hard on what that Pokemon is called? I don't really know. I'm kind of losing my mind right now, guys. I don't really know what's going on in my brain. I don't know what's going on in my little brain. But either way, this is why I like the coughing. It doesn't do any damage, but it does get on the board, which means you don't have to worry about drawing it. Now, the only thing that we would have to use like a Pokeball for is a Grimer, which is really nice. We don't have to worry about pulling anything else. We do have also some like pivoting fodder if we need it in the moment. I would prefer not wasting our coughings by doing that, but now we can just Pokeball, guarantee that we're going to get a Grimer. I don't know if it'll play the Grimer because I don't know why, but it doesn't like to fill up the board all the time. Doesn't really make sense to me, but you know, it's whatever. That's the one downside about using that, is that once it's on the board, you can't really do anything else with it. So I think the first coughing is going to fall here. We may see our first L. We may see our first L. The only thing that could change it is if we go into the coughing right now, draw a muck, and then start the poison. But it's going to go in... All right, sorry, did I say muck? Draw the wheezing. But it's going to go into the muck. We're going to see how it does it. It's not going to be able to do anything this turn, which is really unfortunate. Maybe it'll... No, it's just going to pass. I was going to say maybe it'll Koga into the Grimer, but it wasted the energy on the muck before playing the Grimer, so that wouldn't make sense anyway. Okay, so they retreated into a Mischievous. We're going to draw, attach an energy, and kill. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain. It feels like the AI is scared, is like really scared of muck for some reason. I am not able to tell you why exactly, but it just feels like it's scared. That's the best way that I can put it. It just genuinely feels scared. What I really want to happen on this next turn is we draw a muck. We Koga the... Or, sorry, I keep saying muck when I mean wheezing. We draw a wheezing. We Koga the muck back to our hand, put the wheezing out, start the poison. Damn, we're just gonna draw another potion. Are we still gonna Koga? Do we still Koga here? I don't think it's a good idea. If they do, they don't. Good. Are we gonna break through the confusion? Are we gonna waste X speeds? Are we just gonna waste X speeds? We're just gonna waste X speeds. Okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense. It is good to know that the AI can retreat Pokemon that are confused, because I know in the Steel deck, for whatever reason, it didn't like doing that. That turn of events, I understand, is probably smarter to save the muck when it's confused. Don't want to take too much damage from it. This way, we can also go right back into the muck, because Mismagius is now poison, and we can one-shot it and win. So the AI just knew what to do, I guess. You know, just further proving my point that this deck is pretty decent for running the game on auto. I feel like I'm just talking. I feel like I'm not contributing to this video at all. Do you guys like hearing my voice? Also, I apologize if the face cam is laggy. I'm just now noticing that it seems a little bit like lower FPS, but hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day. I'm gonna close out of this. No, I'm not going to. If I do it, it'll mess up the video, so we're just gonna keep it rocking, keep it going. We're just gonna keep it going. I apologize if the face cam is a little laggy. I definitely need to upgrade my PC, but it is nowhere in my fund range right now, so we're just gonna chill out with the way that we have it right now. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day. I'm really trying to get back into the swing of things with posting content on a regular basis. I do have an idea for at least one, if not two videos next week. I'm gonna try to post at least one a week if I can, and then if I'm really feeling it, up to 3. It will be spaced out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That'll be the upload schedule. It just really depends on whether or not I have time. I feel like the way that I'm going to have to do content is there's just going to have to be one day where I record the majority of the videos, if not all of them, if I'm feeling it that day, and then one day to edit them, and then just posting them all. Because when I'm not working, I'm working on other stuff. Whether it's my physical being, I go to the gym quite often, whether it's my brother's content because I'm his editor, whether it's the class that I'm taking. When I'm off of work, I'm not really off of work. I'm just not at that current job. Are we just gonna win? Game 4, baby! All right, let's get into game 5 and just wrap this up as quickly as we can. If we can do that again, that'd be pretty cool. That game doesn't really count. I mean, it does because we won and it took a point away, but it doesn't really count. So let's go ahead and just do this last one real quick. Set it on auto. and get it going. But yeah, hopefully you guys are having a fantastic one. And, you know, if I don't talk to you until Monday, hopefully you guys have a fantastic weekend. I don't really know what you guys got planned, what you guys got going on. Let me know in the comments down below. What do I have going on this weekend? My girlfriend's coming over. We're probably going to play some Pokemon. Probably going to open up some packs. Probably go out and get food, because that's what we always do. Oh, actually, what we're doing this weekend is we're going to go out to, like, a cafe. We're going to do work, because that's all we do, is we just work, even on our days off, even on the weekends. I'm going to slam out a handful of hours on that course in the morning, and then we're going to come back and relax a little bit before and go into my locals for my weekly Illustrals tournament thing that we do. So that'd be pretty fun. Sounds like I got a pretty fun weekend ahead of us. And then Sunday, I'm going to do the same thing, just minus the LGS. I'm going to go to a cafe, work with her, basically just work all day. If I have the opportunity to, I will probably record next week's videos either tomorrow or Saturday and edit them on Sunday to try to upload them during this next week. Yeah, a little break in the wall for you guys. I'm basically just talking to fill the silence. I don't know if you can tell, but if they don't... Oh, we're gonna lose this one. We're gonna lose this one. Wow. I guess, you know, we're gonna wash that last game clean because they only had one Pokemon and now we only had one Pokemon. Yeah, let's do one more. let's just do one more. Let's do one more. Because why not? Why not just turn this one into a... We'll consider this 5 game just like the last one, because first 3 were actual games. The 4th one we won within like 1 turn, and then the second one they won within 1 turn. So I guess this will technically be like a 4 game video. We won't really count those little mishaps that happened, but this is a really good starting hand. This is a really, really good starting hand. So we've got the Muck out front, which is not the best, but I'm hoping I'm really hoping it goes for the Pokeball first. I know it won't. I know it won't, but I really want it to. It'd be great if you could. AI, do me a favor. Go for the Pokeball. Do it. Yeah, baby, let's go. All right, please draw a coughing. Hell yeah. Play the coughing. Professor's research first, I suppose. It doesn't really matter, but just go ahead and draw the coughing. Now, play the coughing. Do the little whole poison gas thing. Deal the damage. And on this next turn... on this... Is the AI... Please tell me that they... No, they have to have another basic... Why aren't they playing anything? They're just not playing anything. I know they have basics. They've used, what, 2 Pokeballs already now? Okay, so you're going to evolve? They're going to play a Cresselia? Okay, good. We have a game. We have a game, ladies and gentlemen. We have a game. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm all about. All right, now what's going to happen on this one is I'm hoping they go for the X-Speed retreat into the coughing. Nope, they're just going to evolve it first. Yeah, that makes no sense. Is it going to Koga? Is it gonna Koga to bring it back? No, it's gonna pass. There's so much potential in this game. There's so much potential in this match. The AI is squandering it away. It is throwing it away. Throwing it, soiling it. Soiling it. Soiled it. Soiled it. Okay, another Pokeball. We're gonna get another Muck. Good. That's fine. Are we gonna Koga now? No, we're just gonna add more... So we're going to waste energies. We're just going to waste energies. I mean, you know what? It doesn't matter. The Cresselia is going to fall before it has the chance to turn into a Gardevoir. So that works out in my favor. I guess it's better that we save the Koga for later. I guess that's fine. I mean, either way, we lose the energies. So I guess it isn't that big of a deal. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and have to take 70 points of damage this turn. This is why I would have rather... I guess it didn't matter if we use Koga. I'm just finding things to complain about. Oh, okay. All right. Evolve. Put it on there and then Koga it out. Put the energy on the other Weezing. Now Koga it out. There we go. There we go. Let's go. No! What are you doing? Why? You put the energy on the wheezing. Like, dude, you just wasted a Grimer. That I will complain about. That I'm nitpicking here, but I will complain about that. That is kind of so what are you I guess it doesn't matter too much, but that energy could have gone on to muck. That energy could have gone on to muck instead of wait. This is kind of dumb at this point. I mean, I guess yeah, no, there's no way like around that. Like, sure, we'll kill the Mismagius on our next turn if we break through the confusion and they don't retreat, which they are, fun fact. But the retreat cost on this card is so bad. The only way that we get out of this is if we draw a Koga on this next turn and we can repeat the cycle by flipping it out with the wheezing. That's the only way that I see this working. Professor's research. Maybe we attach an energy and draw an X speed? Oh, we get a Koga. We can't use it. Are we going to break through the confusion, though? If we break through the confusion, this is fine. So we're going to poison them anyway. We don't break through the confusion, so we're just going to pass. This wheezing will fall. They'll go 1 point up. We can't use muck yet, which means that we're reliant on wheezing. If they go into the Mismagius, okay, maybe we win. Maybe we win? I'm trying to think. If we draw a Giovanni here, we win. If we draw a Giovanni, we win. Did we already use 2 Giovannis? No, but we drew an X speed. Okay. I think we're fine. We do win still because they're not going to kill us on this turn. And as long as they don't switch it out. Oh, they're going back into the other Smagius. Okay. 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 So we may have a problem on our hands. We may have a problem on our hands. Just attach the energy to muck. Good. Koga. After you poison. Good. No, you're just going to stay in and attack them. So we're going to lose this one, is what's going to happen, unfortunately. If you would have poisoned and Koga'd into muck, we would have won. So we're just going to end the video after we lose this game. There's no point in continuing it. So, yeah. I mean, I showed you, what is that, 4 wins and 2 losses, I guess. That's a pretty decent ratio. No cuts, no nothing. You guys saw how the game played. Each game was different in its variability, so you guys know how to play. And if you're paying attention, you can take it off of auto and win yourself. Because this was very, very winnable on our end. But yeah, let's go ahead and wrap up the video. All right, that's the deck. Let me know if you guys decide to use it and if it's any success for you in the event. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Let me know down in the comments what other decks you guys want to see me use. If you have any other ideas or any suggestions, different changes you want to make to this deck, I'd love to hear it. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Take care of yourselves. Like if you do, sub if you're new, but I'm out. See you in the next one. Peace.